Thank you, Jody. It is indeed a pleasure to be able to speak to everyone tonight via Zoom. And I'd like to tell you a little bit about my background and educational experience. As Jody said, my story begins as a little girl growing up in Mullins, South Carolina, the daughter of a tobacco sharecropper. I grew up on a small farm with 9 siblings. My childhood memories are long, hot days spent at the tobacco barn, from a toddler in the playpen there to eventually learning to work in tobacco and earn money for my back to school clothes. I remember the long summer evenings when we would sit around and shell beans, peas and butter beans to put up for winter. I remember the long walks that we would take down the dusty dirt road. It was very seldom that we got to leave the little country farm to go places. So I learned to love nature, to explore, and to dream. The dream of one day teaching my dad to learn to read so that he could better understand the business of operating the farm. A dream of succeeding and going to college and getting a good job, particularly a job in an air-conditioned building. A dream of a better future for my family. So when I became an educator, I did several trainings about understanding children of poverty. And these trainings were to help teachers to understand the diverse needs of students, how students learn, and the specific difficulties that they may face in the classroom. I could understand and connect with these issues because I too was one of those poverty students. So it was important to not look down upon any student or make assumptions about their ability to learn, but to maintain those high expectations for learning for all students. My journey from the tobacco fields and the dusty dirt road to one day graduating from Clemson University and having a career as a first grade teacher, an elementary school principal, and the former assistant superintendent of human resources, I met some amazing people along the journey. There were role models. There were role models in the churches, in the neighborhoods, and teachers who believe that all men can. Therefore, I believe that we must continue to lead and pave the way for a better future for others. So I admire the story of Harriet Tubman, who escaped to freedom, but yet she remembered that there were others that she had left behind. So she was brave and she was fearless and risked her life and freedom to go back and help others. So I believe that we must continue to lead and pave the way for a better future for our children. So as a candidate for Oconee County School Board, I want to give back. I believe that education is the key to thriving communities. I believe in promoting excellence in education for our students, supporting our teachers 100%, partnering with families and community leaders. And at this time, I'd like to stop and say thank you. Thank you to our teachers for all the long hours and the hard work that you put in and continue to help educate our students during these difficult times. Thank you to our families, our parents, our mothers and fathers and grandparents, and all that you've done to continue to educate your children at home. What a tremendous challenge, and we say thank you. So in the midst of all of our challenges, I ask you tonight, let's continue to lift each other up, lend a hand, support each other, and I ask you to let me serve you, your children, your family, and our community. Michelle Obama wrote about the importance of finding your voice to tell your story. So I hope you find your voice to tell your story and tell your story so that people get you and they hear what you're saying. Cast your vote this fall for a better and brighter future for our children and our community. I'd like to leave you with one of my favorite quotes from Harriet Tubman. Every great dream begins with a dreamer. Always remember that you have within you the strength, the patience, and the passion to reach for the stars and change the world. Let's go change the world on November the 3rd. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
Thank you so much, Ernestine. I wish you could hear us applauding.
Thank you, Jody. Appreciate it.
Yeah.